It's out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Nick's off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Denver.
Throwing on first down, Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
Nix from the gun. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Captain.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Going for it on 4th, Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover on the first series of this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Purchase the throw. Escapes the pocket. And he runs out of bounds a yard or 2 behind the line. Couldn't get all the way back. That's going to count as a sack.
Okay, even with nothing open downfield, there was still the option to simply throw it away. Mental mistake there, and it cost them 3 yards.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. His first throw is an interception. Riley Moss with the pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Even if this QB knew from the very get-go somebody be waiting for him, there's no chance he was going to salvage that play. I'd be surprised if he even got a second to look upfield before he was greeted with the big old open arms for an easy sack.
Rolling left, buying some time. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Offense in a hurry up here.
At the 38-yard line.
Play action with Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So we saw dueling interceptions in a turnover-laden first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have second down behind the sticks. Throwing here, Nix. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Going on 4th. Here's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Rolling out to his left. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Has him on a quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Yeah, it's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for an Eagles first down. Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. It's caught with Saquon Barkley. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down, a run with Barkley. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Barkley again here on second. And he'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Great, set.
Third and long for him here. Buying some time right. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Great, set.
On 4th down, Hurts. On the move, headed right. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jars loose, incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. How about the big fella blasting through the middle, disrupting everything this offense was trying to do. Oh, baby.
You love when big men make plays, huh? I think you get more animated and excited. Like I do, I'm not going to lie. Huh? Yeah, they're doing their work. They're doing their job. So often they don't get all the headlines. They do so much of the dirty work. Not that time. He gets his headlines. He gets in the stat sheet. 2 big points for his defense.
And he gets him around 6 there. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This a 39-yarder. Elliott connects there. And that will add to their score.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Hold on a second. Ready. Wait for it. Show.
Nix with it on first. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Hold on a second.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Headed out right. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And goes to the hurry up here.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down throwing for Hurts. He rolls to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Now he's past the 25. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Pressure coming for Nix. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Nix now to throw. This is Sutton working the right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Bombers.
Nix now on first and 10. Finds a man. Adam Trautman has it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a yard left to go on second down.
At the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Once more, it's Nix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here.
6 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Nix. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. Let me just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Nix. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 41.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Trimmer.
They go to Barkley again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense to the line fast.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hurts on first down. Flush down out to his left. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
It's a gain of 28 yards. Let's go. Another Eagles first down.
Three quarters in the books from this one. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Great.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
63, 63. Don't touch that. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And he gets in, touchdown! The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles go up by 19. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Nix. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to find this one deep down the near sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Bombers.
Nix from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kicked off by Quinion Mitchell. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Harvey now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to the air. Nix after the pick. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 73. Good.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. Working quickly here.
At the 40-yard line.
Foul up, Yeti.
A gain of 4.
Foul up, Yeti.
It's now 2nd and
Miami.
6.
Hey, no touch.
Here's Saquon. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles can rest easy with a 3-score lead. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Crowd left, Yeti. Great, set. No touch.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
First down.
Tiger swamp.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Alpha. Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
They're going to pass it here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
63. 60. There you are. No touch.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far.
No touch.
Play action. Hurts has it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what? And I think
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only